guys again so much for taking action, not just coming out today to march to the public, but for telling our elected officials what it is we want and why we deserve it.
GMOs are really fire!
From Chicago, but we're pretty familiar with the various controversies out there in the farm area. We've been distributing the DVD Farmageddon, and it's a good one and a lot of people like it. It's causing a lot of problems. Earlier this morning we were talking to a guy that had a relative in jail, and he reported that they're feeding them a lot of soy product, more than they should be, and the guy in jail developed a bleeding stomach. So that's your proof right there that there's something wrong with the food supply that Monsanto deals with. We eat organic and we thrive. We're on no medications, and if we have anything with corn product in it, we seem to develop pain in the stomach.
We're here today to march against myths, and today specifically though the myths about genetic modification. March against Monsanto, they're obviously anti-GMO. There's a lot of anti-GMO myths out there. We're here to challenge them. I used to be an anti-GMO activist myself. I'm actually a vegan animal rights activist. So I used to be an anti-GMO activist for many years. But when I talked to the scientists and the farmers, I learned I was wrong. And I have a passion for the truth and for justice. So that's why I'm out here today. That's why I started this movement. And that's why I'm excited to be here to protest on the streets for science. So since I protested for animal rights stuff in Chicago, I do this all the time. I do protests, and the scientists, they never protest. They don't know how to go on the street and yell and chant and stuff, and that's because it's science, right? So I'm kind of like here helping them, guiding them through the logistics of doing a protest and what that means, and how that makes change for social justice, and that this is a social justice issue. It's not just about being correct. This is about being right. And so we're here to do that and represent. Excited by the turnout. You know, like, I expected actually a lot less. And the point is not that we have bigger numbers, it's just that we're taking a stand. And March Against Monsanto expects everybody to kind of agree with them and capitulate. But if they see just a handful of people saying that they're wrong, we're hoping that they might think, well, maybe I'll check that information out. Or maybe that's a good point. Maybe, yes, that's a myth. Maybe they'll kind of snowball and trigger their critical thinking, and then they'll be less likely to be anti-GMO.
Poison foods, they don't go together. It's common sense, it's not science. I was fortunate enough to stumble upon this information, and I ran with it. So I just hope that anybody, if you know anybody that's going through this, please let them know. This is not like some hippie mumbo jumbo. It's true. It is bad for you. It will.
So my name is Carl von Mogel. I'm a plant scientist. I got a PhD in plant breeding and plant genetics, and I co-founded a site called biofortified.org. And myself and a group of the scientists, we have been trying to help people understand genetically engineered crops, agriculture, plant genetics, and issues related to food. People say that there's no research on GMOs, or it's all funded by the companies, and they wonder if they can trust it, and they don't know what it all means and what it all says. And so we thought, let's make a database and collect all this together and take the conclusions of each of those studies, not reanalyze them, but just take what did the scientists who did that study say was the conclusion of their project, and summarize it and put it in a way where you could actually just do a search and then click a button and then see a graph of what do those studies say about the safety? What do they say about the environmental impact? What do they say about whether or not it works? What do they say about whether or not it has changed the plant in some new way? And to try to make it easier for people to digest all of this scientific literature and go and explore it for themselves.